Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. In this session, we are going to see right click. So right click is straightforward. It right clicks. So we'll see a couple of examples using right click, how to perform right click in TagUI. Let's jump into it. So welcome back. To perform right click, we'll take the same example, which is an edge example. So what we're going to do is we're going to see you have edge. So we'll select on edge and we'll say right click here. So when you say right click, you see following options. Select open and we will launch the Chrome browser and we'll perform the same checking and closing of it, which we have done it in double click example. So let's do that. Launch our Notepad++ and say example of mouse actions, and it's rClick. So right click is also called as rClick. rClick, and the syntax is rClick, and it's very similar to left click, which is all the things, which is DOM, XPath, point, and image identifiers. So we can perform this any of. So let's see an example. So we'll be performing rClick on the image. So as part of the process, let's first save this and then keyboard action. Let's create another folder called rClick. Let's save this as rClick.tag and save. Let's rClick, and then in this case, let's capture those images. Go start and search for snipping tool. The snipping tool, let's take our Microsoft Edge. So this is the image which we are going to take it, save as, and let's go back to our new folder, which is rClick, and say Edge short, and let's just copy it as we do, save as, and then come back here, paste, and PNG. Once we do that, let's go back and launch. Now we have a problem. So when we try to click right click, and when you try to say new, it goes away. So we are not able to get our right click menu open option. To solve the problem, click on snip and sketch. So here you have some options. So snip in 3 seconds, click on that, and by the time you click it, so now it will be activated after 3 seconds. Now you can see, so now you can go whatever you want to select it, you can select it, and so you can say in 3 seconds, and by 3 seconds you have time. So let's keep it ready, and now it's ready for snipping. So let's go and capture open. So open is captured and save in our right click. So this is open open edge, and let's copy this and save it. So come back here, let's put it open edge. So we have this. So now let's just go back, and we have Microsoft page. So let's take new. So it's static page and select. So Microsoft is selected. Let's save this, say save, and say Microsoft.png. So let's copy and save. So let's go back and say this is all PNGs, and this is also .png. And last but not least, take a close button here. Let's take close and say save as. You can say close edge. Just copy and save, and let's go back .png. So now we have all the images which you needed. Let's go back now at previous example, which we have seen, which is double click. So we had all the examples. I'm going to copy all the examples. I'm going to place it in our arc. We are going to have it here so that I save typing it. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click and we say time out, or we'll say wait for 2 seconds. We'll say click open PNG. So if it is open, then we are going to check the same thing, which is read Microsoft to a variable, right? This is how we have saved it. Then we'll close the Edge browser, which is over here. So Edge close. So the way we named it. The value goes here. We are going to check for a value which is, it contains MS thing. Then we'll see that it is open, and we're going to close it. After closing, we'll check whether the Microsoft PNG exists. So let's just copy paste the PNG part, copy and paste it. So now we have entirely all the things which we needed. Let's just clean it up the code a bit so that we have everything correctly organized. So take it here. So we have a declaration here, and we are going to launch. So this is launching Edge browser, launching right click menu to open Edge browser, and we're going to wait for it. Click open to launch Edge browser, and we'll wait for time out 5 seconds. And we don't need double click here because we are already double clicking it. And once we are open, we have other validation, which is pretty straightforward as we did last time. So let's save it. Let's close everything, which is double one. We have right click example. So let's see if it works. Let's go back, close everything which we have, and launch our command prompt, which is go back to your search and search for command prompt, which is CMD. So prompt will launch. Go back to your directory where you have stored your TagUI right click .tag. So now here we'll do the same exercise which we did last time. So we'll say TagUI rClick -h to run it in a hidden mode, so that we don't want to open the browser. So let's hit enter and see it's starting. So it started, it's empty. Now it's going to go right click it. So it right clicked it, and now it's clicked the open button, and you see Microsoft, and it closed all the things completed. So here we saw right clicking happen. The right click menu open. After right clicking open, the open but image is being clicked here in open, and then once image is clicked, we read the Microsoft PNG, search for Microsoft PNG, found it, and then it stored the value here, and the value was Microsoft. The edge was successfully displayed after checking it whether the string contains Microsoft. Then we went on closing the browser, which is here. After closing, we validated that it is closed successfully over here. So this is the example for right clicking. So this concludes our right click example. See you in another one. Thank you for watching.